Hello, good morning. I want to welcome everyone to this today's conference, and it's a pleasure to see all of you here. And a big morning to our distinguished speakers. Chairman Asian is here with us. The others are on their way, and to our distinguished guests who are also here, I want to acknowledge your presence as well. And also to the organizing team and the volunteers who helped make this conference a success. I want to say a big thank you to you. In fact, they deserve a round of applause as well. Without them, we'll not be here. And to everyone seated here, I say thank you for making it to today's conference. Entrepreneurship is not trending because it's exciting or it's easy. It's trending because the traditional system of work that many generations are used to is no longer reliable as it once was. When you see the things happening in the system at the moment, you understand why entrepreneurship is trending. There was a time when education almost guaranteed stability in life. Once you completed your university, securing employment, in fact, was the natural next step. But today, technology is advancing. In fact, now we have AI in our midst. AI is here to stay. Companies are restructuring. Hence, the old system is no longer reliable as it used to be. That is the reason why entrepreneurship is trending. If you talk to somebody who did national service 20 years ago, they'll tell you, oh, after service, I got employed. But today, when you go to a company, even before you start, they let you know when you finish, you have to stay home 1 year before you can apply to this same company. They don't want pressure because they know that 1 year is enough time to say no to you. So the system has totally changed. Things have drastically changed. The system we had in the past is no longer the same system we have today. And when you look around, there's one interesting thing you will notice. Now we are producing more graduates than we used to produce in the past. But yet, the job opportunities are not growing at the same pace. Things have changed totally. And the world has gradually shifted from the employment driven economy to the value creation economy. Many people are even yet to notice that shift. And that is where the danger lies. Today's system is no longer about uh, degrees or certificates. Yes, they are needed, but currently the system is shifting towards what can you do? What value can you offer? What problem can you solve? We have many students who are graduating from school who are not even developing any additional skills or thinking of any value to offer. Now the trend is, in fact, it was a beautiful trend back then we all used to follow. When you're writing the CV, I'm a fast learner. I can adapt. I'm a team player. I can adapt easily to the team. I mean, those were impressive words that we put on CV, but trust me, today, it no longer holds. It no longer holds. And this is a real scenario that I was present. And the lady came for an interview. She wanted a job. And just one question. She was hoping that her CV will be read and questions will be asked. She had prepared for it, ready to massacre the thing. But only one question. She didn't say anything and she left. The question was, what can you do? That's all they asked her. What can you do for us? She was ready to say, I'm a fast learner. I can adapt to the team. Whatever you are doing, I can adapt. But the question they asked there was, what can you do? And if you're in this room today, a simple question, the same question I'll ask you, as you are chasing success, as you are chasing breakthrough, what can you do? What value can you consistently offer? That is why entrepreneurship is trending. This year's theme, entrepreneurship is no longer optional. It's not because we want to come up with a nice topic, but it's a wake-up call for all of us to understand the system that we are in. When we say entrepreneurship is no longer optional in today's economy, we are not saying that everybody should get up and go and start a business, or everybody should go and open a shop, or once, like, from tomorrow, tell I'm a businessman. No. All we are saying is that everyone needs to learn how to solve problems, how to think about creating value, how to think about going the extra mile in whatever you are doing. That is what we are talking about. When we say entrepreneurship is no longer optional, we are saying that we need to come to a point where we see opportunities and not obstacles. Where as Ghanaians, all we see are opportunities and not challenges and not obstacles. When you talk to many youth today, trust me, they are so good they can let you know the challenges in the system that you ask yourself, are you also in Ghana? Because they are following the challenges whilst you are focusing on solutions or looking for where the opportunities are. That is why we say entrepreneurship is no longer optional in today's economy. Because we want people to understand that creating value is what we need as Ghanaians now. Aside from creating value, how do we think differently? How do we solve problems? When you carefully look at these qualities, they are the foundations of entrepreneurship. These are the foundations of entrepreneurship. Somebody will say, well, for me, I just want to be a doctor. I want to be in the corporate field. That's perfect. But what we want you to understand is that in this current economy, you need the entrepreneurial mindset to succeed. That is why we are focusing on entrepreneurship, because you need it. You need it. Because an entrepreneurial mindset will never think about the obstacles. It thinks about the solutions. And as a country, we are at a point where all we care about is solutions. In fact, we all know the problems exist. Even if you ask a level 100 student, they can tell you about the problems. But now, we want a mindset that will not see the problems, but that will see it as opportunities that they will create solutions for. That is what we are looking for. An entrepreneurial mindset will not say, if I don't travel, I can't make it. An entrepreneurial mindset will say, what resources can I find in Ghana and make use of it? That is why we are focusing that entrepreneurship is important. That is the key. Because with an entrepreneurial mindset, your core principle will always be about how can you create value. If you look at the life of an entrepreneur, one thing you notice is they are always focused on innovation, creating value. In fact, if I should go around and say I'm dashing the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, you'll all be happy. But that's someone's way of creating value. So whilst you are rushing to spend your savings on buying someone's value creation, you should also be asking yourself, what value are you creating? Truth be told, the entrepreneurial process will stretch you. Trust me, it's not going to be easy. In fact, once you are born in Ghana, if you survive this long, you're already qualified to be an entrepreneur. Because the system in Ghana will stretch you. It's not going to be easy. I hear people talking about the challenges. Trust me, I've been there. I've faced it. Funny enough, you would think as you are climbing the ladder, the challenges become less. But the system in Ghana, as you are climbing the ladder, it finds new ways to stretch you. But you still have to go through it. We are already built with that resilience. We have it within us. We have it within us to go the extra mile. Yes, you will fail. Well, what's wrong with failing? You fail today, try again tomorrow. You try one thing, it doesn't work. Try the next thing. It's not about looking for the perfect system. It's about you trying your best. Sometimes all success demands is just that one more try. That one more try. And that is the entrepreneurial drive that will keep you going. Let me leave you with this. And let it stay with you. Nobody owes you success. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to create any better economy or system for you. It is up to you to make the difference. It is up to you to fight the system to get what you want out of it. 5 years from now, there'll be two groups of people. In fact, let me say 2 or 3 years from now, there'll be two groups of people. Those who adapted themselves to the value creation economy, or those who are praying and hoping that the old system of abandoned job will come back so that they can also get a job. And those who are building skills to create opportunities and those who are complaining. Whichever group you belong to depends on the choices you make, depends on the steps you take. At INME Global, our mission is simple. We want to ignite and help people develop that entrepreneurial mindset. Through our conferences, seminars, and mentorship programs, we create opportunities for people to learn, share ideas, come together, form a support group, build things that they never thought they could do. That is what we at INME Global we do. To ignite people, to help them develop that entrepreneurial mindset, to help them know that it is possible to make it right here in Ghana. Trust me, that billionaire, that money you want, everything, you can make it right here in Ghana. If you ever find yourself doubting that it is possible to make it in Ghana, let me give you one motivational factor. Come to the airport, maybe not because you are traveling, just come and sit down at departure hall and stand. The cars you will see dropping people off. The monitor it for 3 days. No one will tell you that there is money in Ghana. No one will need to encourage you that you can make it right here in Ghana. So believe in yourself. Believe it is possible. As you listen to our speakers today, take notes, but the most important thing is ask yourself those hard questions. What decisions are you going to take today? What steps are you going to take starting from today? Before I sit, I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes that keeps me going. And this quote, it keeps me going in the sense that there are challenges we all face. And the reason why we work hard every day is because we never want it to be our portion, that our past will be better than our present. That who we used to be is the only blessing we can talk about. When we meet next year by this time, let's talk about how glorious the future looks, not about how the past has been. Because nothing breaks the human soul than a fall from grace to grass. Trust me, I know how difficult it is when you are fighting just to win. I know how painful the process can be. But keep going. Never give up until the story changes in your favor. Let's enjoy the day. Let's network. And please, before you leave here, make sure you leave with at least one good connection, one good, valuable connection. Let's have an impactful day. Thank you.